Master Mason note last day over to Tompkins. Pretty good. Pretty awesome, actually. Crushed it on some 2x material. Full bay 1-to-1 plus extra. I had 2 hours on it extra. Dumpsters were clean. Everybody was squared away. Looked like everybody was having some good days. Seen a lot of collaborating time. Yeah, some of that's for real. You gotta collab. You gotta do your game. Everybody's generally fairly busy right about there on the pump, which is perfect. Now, from what I'm seeing on the floor for what they got, they got enough manpower in there to be able to handle it. They got torches running right now. That saw is running fucking awesome. Floor's clean. They got the system. They know what it is. They got that MSHA back off. We'll make it safe, and we understand the incident report. Things like that, what you can. But for the most part, she's fairly safe. That's a fairly safe setup right there. It can get real gnarly real fast. You have to inspect everything before you move it. And sometimes you just can't. You just got to look at it and kind of go, you're up and over. You got to, that's the way it is. We walk it around, do whatever to collaborate till the end of the day about, when at the end of the day you want to move stuff and try to get things done. 15 minutes, an hour, it's super critical. Your cleanup methods under the saw, that's got to be 5 minutes. Your system on shit's got to be absolutely perfect like that if you want to get those kinds of places running like that, so you can actually get the performance raises that you need. And sometimes that comes down to the function of a brother like me walking out. And then I pump up everybody's value. You do a little extra work, you pull out some of that collab time. You start doing some integration with the pallets and what you're bringing in and what you're bringing out and who's thermaling and why and when. 2-inch or 1.5 inches. You start running down pallets and you get them good with the crane, and that's where it is. And you do good with your, hey, shut it down right now. We're moving certain things a certain way because today and tomorrow making measurements on stuff, and those rational numbers really get you where you're going and doing things like that. And like I said, she's all tightened off right now, all but stack of stone that'd been there since day one for me. I tried to get to it. It was either move that shit out of there or try to burn an extra one. And I tried to burn an extra one, but I forgot the hose had a leak in it. Because somebody was telling me, hey, when you're done burning them blocks, you are fucking done burning, buddy. And I was like, I want to get them 12s done. I'd have loved to fucking dust that bitch right off. Lay down, Blue! Fucking tired of your shit, man killer. For me, it's honestly just not enough. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's business doing business with people, honestly. And I mean, that's where you have to leave it. Plumbers and electricians, they come in and do a half hour, get paid for, I mean, you really honestly have to think about your own contract, the people, the players, if you're going to do things and why. So hopefully we'll give Tim a chance at it tomorrow. See how he does. Because that'd be good for him. That's his money on it if he can perform. If he can back it up, where did it go? What happened? Now, Jordan was in here, fucking spotless mill, running those stacks with a shitty torch and burning billets with a little bit of fucking helping. Can still damn near run that bitch 1-to-1 and help load that fucking saw. Or have Veer do that or come over. And who's got it? Where's Billy in the morning? What's the game? You got to figure that stuff out. That's stock game on my turn. I do Swag Incorporated. I do manufacturing turn times as a private thing. And I have to look when you said I was overqualified coming in and wish I had a saw to give you. And I'm not discrediting you for the value on the intrinsic system X or Y, Tim or me on the saws. I get that. I have no problems with that. I don't care. So me, an operation, I mean, again, you're watching, no offense to the blade guy. Obviously, it's a craft and you want to make sure you get that right as a private surgeon or private practice. I want to see you coming from a fucking triage center at some point in time in your life. You putting on a clinic, that's right, yeah. So in there, but it's an action. Once you learn that action, there's a torch, here's the tip, here's the soldering, some some flux and some either silver solder or some standard solder, whatever one they're using to attach those alloys as far as what they are, encrusted with diamonds onto the core. And then you got all kinds of core stuff and block stuff and saw stuff, which is awesome. You know, it's all the Heisenberg cut, or Hubble cut, or Heisenberg cut, and the colony collapse, or the wave colony collapse, or whatever, and a beehive. Yeah, I mean, I want to be honest with you. I mean, at the end of it, you love it, you hate it. What can you say at the end of it? All right, regardless of whatever, going to bullshit on a contract, I'm going to have everybody sit down. Sit down. Well, let's help them explain to what the fuck is going on in here. Because you know what it is, just as much as I do. It's systemic in every place, nothing non-local I haven't seen in any place ever. It's not a Euclidean shape, a polygon. It looks like exactly what the graph determines it to be in the mass gap. That's what I do. Catch you on the next one.